Hello there, and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Rungani Titan. We're here on Siegfried Line, a standard battle, and I'm in the T-25-2 Tier 7 American tank destroyer in a pretty strong Tier 7 lineup. Since I've spawned outfield, I reckon I'm going to stay outfield in this particular occasion. The T-25 is better at long range sniping, I think, rather than close quarter fighting. At least that's the way I find it works for me. And I thought out in the field I might get opportunities, clear out the scouts and maybe get flanking opportunities into the town later on. Like the poet said, however, the plans of mice and men gang off a glide, so it didn't quite work out the way I intended. My initial target is to get behind one of the forward bunker positions, and I was going to take advantage of the fact that I have a light tank in front of me. He's not a lot in front of me, but he's in front of me enough to light stuff up before I should be spotted. So I'm aiming for the bunker here in front of me. So sure enough, he does. He lights up the T-21. I pop around the corner. I don't have a line of sight in the T-21, and I've spotted a T-67, which people are shooting at already. So I'm going to try and peek through the slit here for the gun port on the casemate of this bunker, and I don't have a line of sight in the T-67 either. However, a medium tank has popped up, and can we see this medium without... Well, we are spotted, probably by the T-21 who's out in the open at the moment, and I should have shot at him really. So I get one into the night, and then the night drops out of detection, and I fire in the wrong place. So another shot comes from up there. That night is actually moving around, but we try one anyway, and we don't hit. So I'm no longer detected, so I'm going to check the town. Nothing much seems to be happening there. Or at least nothing that I can do anything about from this location. So I thought there the O&E was going to push through, because you know sometimes these O&E drivers think that they're completely invulnerable. Especially since there was really only one tank in front of them. T-67, or no, what's that? An AT-2 was spotted in the middle of the field, but I don't have a line of sight on him either. At this point, the question that chiefly was bugging me was, where the hell is that night? I'm kind of locked down. Now, I felt I was kind of locked down by the night. I felt that if I went about relocating and went too far from the cover of this bunker, the night would nail me. However, the night's over there, so I probably could have gotten away with driving south. And it might have been a thing to do. So the first shot drops short, then he gets in among the dragon's teeth. Well, I have a line of sight to parts of him. I don't have a consistent line of sight, and with the deviation on the distance, a lot of the shots are going to hit the dragon's teeth rather than hit the knight. And I'm firing at the top of the turret as well, which is not the weakest location on the knight. And then he has dropped out of sight. We catch him one as he's moving off, and while we're sighting up for the reload, I don't take account of the turn and miss that one, and I am really going to regret that miss. I think if anything cost me the game, it was that miss, definitely. So, meanwhile, back at the town, all sorts of exciting things are happening. Now, I dunked that shot. I could have probably waited slightly longer, and I might have gone up a bit, or I might have tracked him properly. Still nobody getting out of the town, and now I possibly might have had a better game again if I relocated at this point. Probably further south, towards the cap circle, towards where that medium tank is down there on the K line. However, I didn't do it, and I very shortly had targets to shoot at. So when you have targets to shoot at in World of Tanks, you always feel that you're doing your bit, even if you're not exactly doing the most optimal thing. So I initially was putting fire onto this O&E, but I was using regular ammunition, and as the O&E started to angle in my direction, this became obviously ineffective. And I have to guess kind of the angle of the turret and kind of guess where the turrets, the mini turrets in front are. We got a tracking shot there, and we're onto the APCR, but we're bouncing most of the shots now. However, one of our mediums has gone in to circle the O&E, so that's given me the opportunity to put fire into softer parts of the Japanese Super Heavy, and we finish him off. But we're down 3 tanks, and the enemy are in a very strongly advantageous position. So we get one into the T-25-2, but he is actually a decent player, and he just immediately moves as soon as he comes under fire. We get one into the Panther, and he is tracked, so we'll be able to get a second one in. Which we put it in, and we're waiting for the reload, and he's tracked again, but now he uses a repair kit. He must have had a big repair kit, because both tracks go up. And we know we won't get the third shot in, so we might as well finish off this M4. So I wait for a moment. I thought the Panther was going to stick his nose out again, but it doesn't. And there's a Tiger P crossing the open ground there, and I was hoping that would be a tracking shot, but it didn't work out. So I'm not going to get a decent second shot at him. He's practically hull down, and I've been detected. So I take a hit both from the T-25-2, I think, and the Tiger P, or something else at any rate. So I better get out of here. There's the Knight. Misjudged where he was going to be, so I need to keep moving because these two guys are crossing the field and they're behind me somewhere. Now, I probably made a couple of mistakes here. I went directly south. I'd probably been better off maybe going towards the bunker there on my right. And I also might have been better off slipping up along this road towards the town rather than coming up here towards the bunker. Especially since I know that Knight is out there somewhere. But we took the opportunity to finish off the Panther, and we're spotted. Now I'm not sure who's spotting me at this point. It could be the Knight, or it could be the T-25-2, or even the Tiger P. But anyway, we get a shot into the Tiger P. Not enough. We really need at least 2 more to finish him off, and probably, I don't know, maybe 3 more to finish off the T-25-2. Now 6 cents went off again, and I took a hit, and that was definitely the Knight. So repaired the ammo rack to get the gun loaded again, and we're going to take another hit from the Knight, and we finish off the Knight. Now the other mistake I made here is I went this way, went south rather than hugging along the road. If I went hugging along the road, the ground actually dips there, and I have a good chance of being just hull down and a harder shot to make. But I reckon if that Knight wasn't there, I'd have been able to finish off the Tiger P before I'd been spotted. And then it'd be me versus the T-25-2. Now that doesn't mean that I'd get back to the cap circle in time, but at least I'd have had a chance. However, that's the way it goes, and we didn't, so there's no point in worrying about it too much. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.